morning, YouTube. How are you today? I hope you are well. We are going to start off this video today and move into new makeup that I just received that I'm so excited about. But first, I've got to show you this. I was upstairs this morning and I cleared off my little cozy YouTube studio, the desk that I work on. Look at this. Look at all this. I am putting this in a heaping pile on my bed. I'm going to sort through it all. And I'm going to put it where it belongs. And I'm going to simplify the little section that I have to put on makeup. And that's it. Because this is clutter. And clutters up my brain. It's like cobwebs in there. And I can't stand it. I can't stand it when I can't find something that I need right away. So I'm going to take care of that before I go on again, before this video evolves into the second section of this video. I cleansed my skin. I did use the Clarins Hydrating Gentle Foaming Cleanser that I talked about in my last video. It just does a gorgeous job. And it is so gentle that I can go over my eyes with it. And it takes everything off. So I did that. I've been using the Simple facial toner that I received from Caroline in Scotland. And look how much I've used. Plus I have one upstairs that's about this far gone. So I religiously use this toner. And this is a really gentle toner. I like it. It's simple. My skin is toned. I even go down my neck. I even go down my neck with the toner. And I'm going to let that dry a little bit. Last night, I placed an order on Charlotte Tilbury. And I also talked about that in my video that I'm putting up here. I used to use the Magic Cream. I went through two small travel size jars and one large one. And it's pricey. But I loved it. I loved how it made my skin feel. I loved how my skin drank up that cream. It didn't make my skin feel greasy. Well, Revolution Pro came out with a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury cream. And I mean, it even looks, the jar even looks similar. And so I started using this. And at first I thought it's exactly like it. It has a different smell. The Charlotte Tilbury smell is so much nicer. But, you know, as far as smells go, unless it's really sickening and I can't stand it, you know, I'm okay with it. Or if the fragrance bothers my skin, because some fragrances do bother my skin. Well, I use this. I'm going to show you the jar. So I had it tipped where I keep it. And on this side, it's down to the bottom. On this side, it's just tipped up a little bit. But inside, I've used a lot of it. And what I do with this is I leave it down here because I've been using the Muse 28 religiously again. And sometimes I leave this upstairs, and if I'm in a rush to get out the door, then what I do is I use this cream. Well, yesterday I put this on my skin, and this is how I put it on, and I'm liking it a lot better. So to finish this jar, this is how I've been doing it as of yesterday. I take about this much cream and I put it in the palm of my hand, like so. Then I take hot water because hot water melts. Hot water, I believe hot water cleans. Despite what estheticians will tell you, use warm water, yada, yada, yada. No, I wasn't raised that way. I'm Canadian. My mother always said hot water cleans. So if hot water will clean everything else, hot water will clean my skin. It's not like I'm baking my face in hot water. I'm just using it to wash my face, and then I moisturize. So I take a little bit of hot water, and then I rub it into the cream. And it melts it quite a bit. Okay? And I rub it into the palm of my skin. Then I put it on my face. And what it also does is it diffuses the fragrance. So if you're not someone that likes the fragrance, try this. So I go under my eyes with it, over my forehead, and I don't rub it in all the way. I just let it sit. And then I take the residual and I go down my neck. I have a problem with stickiness on my neck. Just like when I was younger, I lived in turtlenecks and I can't wear them anymore. They make me hot. I'm 65 years old. I'm postmenopausal. I get warm really easier. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that I'm not 96 pounds anymore. So I have more body fat that keeps me warm. But I've always been warm-blooded. I've never been one of these people that can't go outside in the wintertime with just my jammies on. Because I'll let the dogs in and out with just my pajamas on. I've got to go out onto the porch to unhook their leads. All right, so I gently put this on. I do not go over my eyes with this because I do not want the heat from my skin to drip it down into my eyes. I do use an eye cream. What I've been using, let me find the cover to this. Get it together, Susie. Clarins Total Eye Lift. And so when I wash my face at night, I put this on under my eyes and I put it on over my eyes. I'm going to sleep. So, if it melts or drizzles or whatever it does when I get hot, I'm not going to notice it. And when I wake up in the morning, this area and this area under here is beautiful. I don't have to reapply it. I don't need to. Then what I do is I wait. And I go maybe get myself a cup of coffee. Where is my coffee? Here's my coffee. Believe. My coffee. I go get my coffee. And then what I do is I wait for the cream to sink in. Now, it's not always the same time every day. All right. Sometimes I get up in the morning and I don't do anything because I'm like all discombobulated and I just want to sit and read my emails, yada, yada. But today, it's early enough in the morning. I got a good night's sleep, and I want to prep to put on my makeup. It still feels like a lot of cream. So I'm going to go back with more hot water. In fact, you don't even need to use that much cream. If you want to put that much cream on at night, go for it. Like I said, you're sleeping. And I'm going to take my hands, they're wet with hot, warm water, and I'm just going to pat over. And I'm going to let that dry just a little bit. Okay? How is everybody today? I think I'll take my Reader's Digest bathroom material, and I'm just going to, I'm going to fan this. Just about dry. The goal is to not have to do that. So use less Okay, now I'm moving it around, going down my neck. It has softened the cream that I put on my skin, plus adds more moisture. My 94-year-old friend who passed away a couple years ago, we were friends for 30 years, told me after she put on her moisturizer, she always took warm water or hot water and pressed it into her skin to lock in the hydration. And her skin at 94 was gorgeous. Gorgeous. Even though her body was failing, her skin was gorgeous. Okay, so I have now gotten this exactly the way I want it. Dry it down a little bit more. I'm going to have a few more sips of my coffee off camera, and then I'll see you upstairs. Welcome back. So today's video, the main portion of my video, I am featuring two new makeup products. The first is the Maybelline Dream Radiant Liquid Hydrating Foundation. I've already tried this. I was pleasantly surprised. This is new to me. I have never tried it before. I have not looked to see who has tried it. If it went viral, doesn't matter. I wanted to try it. And this has hyaluronic acid and collagen, which explains why it was so beautiful on my skin. A satin feel, a satin look, barely there feel, didn't irritate my skin. I could have slept in it because I didn't even know I had it on. So we're going to be applying this today, as well as, thank you, Leanna Dalton. I saw Leanna order this. The new original Urban Decay Naked palette that I had since 2010, or maybe a year after that. My daughter took me shopping on the coast, and she suggested that I get this palette. Urban Decay, the original limited edition. So let's take it out of the box and look at it. This is what the back looks like. Now, this brush, Leanna said that it was kind of scratchy compared to some of her other brushes. We will compare because I saved my brush. I had that palette for over 11 years, and it was time to let it go last year, or maybe 6 or 7 months ago, and I actually grieved it because I loved this palette so much. So when I saw that this was coming back and Leanna bought it, and I got to see all the colors and shades and various things, I said, I have to have it. So I went on to Urban Decay. They're sold out on the website, but I did get this on Ulta. I have an Ulta account. And oh gosh, I hate ruining boxes. Are you like that? I hate ruining boxes. Try to open this. Look inside. I think I will. Oh my gosh. I thought this was black when I saw Leanna show it, but it is chocolate brown, and it has that velour feeling to it. Naked and Urban Decay in gold. That's a classic signature of theirs. So let's open this up. I love that they don't have that piece that falls out. I don't get the cellophane piece. If you've got a cover and it's secure and it's packaged like this, you don't need to add that piece of mylar or cellophane or whatever it is. You don't need to add that. So these are the colors, or the shades rather. I say colors. Now I'm looking at this one here, which is called Gunmetal. It does look a little different from the original, but basically without that, all of these look the same. Let me do a few swatches for you. I'm going to do Sin, which is a satin, Naked, and then I'm going to take Toasted, which is also a satin, and then I'm going to take Gunmetal. So let's do these swatches. This one is Sin, and this one is Naked. I love the Naked color. Let me get a little bit more, but I love it. It is not a real dark. It's a barely there neutral. And then I'm getting Toasted, which is also a satin. And then the last one is Gunmetal. Oh boy. After doing the Italian makeup scheme yesterday, or the day before on my video, I'll link it up here, I am going to love working with Gunmetal. So we're going to be applying this today. Before I get into the makeup, I've got to show you a couple of things. I just get excited, okay? I just get excited. People wonder what I've been doing when I'm not working and not doing videos and chilling in front of, you know, the shows that I watch, the series, actually binge watching them. It relaxes me. Remember this from the video I just shared? I had an extra strap from one of my pocketbooks, and it was still in the packaging. So I attached it to the zipper and to the clip. I took the wristlet off, but I can still use this to put my keys on. And it's really easy. I just take this and I open it. I can put this over my head open, and then when I have it around like a crossbody, I can shut it. But if you're into chic, it doesn't sit straight. It kind of hangs at an angle like this. Wait a minute, like this. It hangs at an angle. It doesn't hang straight, it hangs at an angle, and I really like that because I love an asymmetrical look. So I wanted to show you that. The other thing I wanted to show you was I ended up getting a jean jacket. I have a Levi's jean jacket, but it's snug on me. I mean, I can wear it if I wear Lycra leggings and I wear a top that is fitted. But I have to wear it open if I wear a sweatshirt or something because it's tight. It's fitted. It's a woman's Levi jacket. And I love it. But I ended up getting a jacket that is more meant for my age. This jean jacket, it has a stretch to it. 2 large pockets, one on either side. Gotta love the pockets. And this is from Jenny Garth, and this is a size large. Now, this is too big for me. It's bulky. It's too big for me. But I thought the goal was to be able to wear large sweaters under it. So let me put this on so you can see how it fits. And I'll be wearing this in a few videos that I'm going to do on my porch. But let me back up as far as I can go. So it has buttons, brass buttons with a buttonhole. It doesn't, snap. And the back is pleated. I have the sleeves rolled up because they are too long for me, but I could probably get away with a medium. And I ended up having a discount because of the launch, and I had a coupon when I ordered this. I got this off of either HSN or QVC. I had to have it. There are different colors too, but I like jean. So I wanted to show you that. My husband told me, he went through his drawers, and he actually pulled some more dressy type t-shirts out of his closet to get rid of. And these two shirts I bought him back when he weighed more, when he weighed 40 pounds more than he weighs now. He actually looks good. He's the weight he's supposed to be. These are really big for me. Okay, they're really big. They're like a 1X men's, not an extra large, the next size up from an extra large. So what I did, I love baggy, large shirts to wear with leggings and things like that, and then dress them up. I fringed the bottoms. So I did this one, and this technique is so easy. I've washed this shirt a couple times. If it's jersey material, and this has a little bit of stretch to it, and the fringes hang down about 4 inches above my knee. So it's very long. And I also had bought him a rose one, which he hardly ever wore because it's tie-dye and it has a little bit of pink into it. Oh, goodness gracious. And I did the same thing to this one. I fringed the bottom. So now I have 2 of these shirts. And you know what? If you have a fitted long sleeve t-shirt, you can wear that underneath this. Just you know, with your leggings. I have leggings that have like an Indian pattern, and I would wear my boots, and I would wear that, and then I would wear my jean jacket, just, you know, to go out. Put on some makeup, put my hair up, whatever. Wear my Indian jewelry. Life is good. Life is good. The last thing that I want to tell you guys, because I'm a senior now, and the price of groceries has gone through the roof. I mean, I used to be able to go grocery shopping, 4 years ago. And for a full 7 days, other than maybe having to pick up more eggs or more milk, and more waters, the waters that we like to drink, which I'm going to explain. The waters, they're flavored. I mean, we drink our tap water here. We have great well water, but this water is flavored, like a seltzer for me and flavored for my husband, just plain. Well, anyway, I'm getting off the track here. I used to be able to get 7 days worth of groceries if I was selective about my meals for about $130. I added up how much I spent in the last week and 2 days. So 7, 8, 9 days. 100, 80, 65, and 35. What is that? 180 plus 65 is 245, plus 35 is 280. That's almost $300. $300 freaking dollars. So when you hear out there in the public that our grocery bills have doubled, believe them. Because I'm not going to blow smoke up your tutor. Okay? I'm not going to do it. I'm going to tell you the truth. It is ridiculous. And that's enough of that. So what I did was I thought, I used to get the Poland Springs Lime 8-pack. Originally, when I started getting this, it was $2.99 for an 8-pack. Then it went up to $3.99. Now it's up to $4.99 for an 8-pack. Saved the bottle because it fits in my little sheath here. I'm going to get a new one because that one's falling apart. I said yesterday, how can I save? I mean, that's a lot when I'm buying this maybe 3 times a week because I drink a lot of this water. So I found the Polar Premium Seltzer Lime. This one is a 2-liter for $1.79. I bought this yesterday. I have filled this bottle up 3 times already. And I still have, let's see, this much left in the bottle. So I have probably another bottle and a half of this. So that would be 4 bottles. Half of what I paid for this, which is $5 now. So that would be $2.50. Right? So I could buy 2 of these bottles and again end up with an 8-pack and then some for $3.60. I know that's picking at, pennies. But when your grocery bill doubles, and what I was worried about is sometimes when you get the big liters, the fizz dies out quickly. This has not. This has not died out. It's, it still has the fizz. You do not have to shake this. It's got a pop-off cap, has a pump, and I'm going to put 1 pump, and that's how much you get for 1 pump. And that's all you're going to need because this spreads so beautifully. I'm going to put my hair behind my ears here. So I'm going to put a dot here, a dot here. Now I may pause you to do some of my makeup off camera because I don't want this to be this ridiculously long video. This is my Laura Geller. And since I'm going to hold my hair back, I am going to use my kabuki brush on my forehead instead of my fingers, but I have been using my fingers a lot. And I'm not going all the way up to my hairline because I have bangs. All right, it's already starting to sink into my skin. And I cover up there a little bit. I am going to go over my eyes with this. I don't think I'm going to use concealer today. Okay, now I'm going to put on my bronzer. Okay, I'm just going to do a sun-kissed cheek, maybe with a little pink. Just blending, and I'm not going any lower than this. I'm doing my cheekbones and then up my temples. Same here. The goal with the Charlotte Tilbury contour wand, which to me, I use this as a bronzer, is to not let it dry. All right, that's done. Now let's get into the eyeshadow. I'm only going to use 2 shades today. And I will be revisiting this palette, very similar to the Winnie the Pooh palette that I've been using. And I have a brush. This is from Unique, also clean, also got lost in the clutter. It has a shadow application tip, very, very, very nice. And then it has a really soft angle brush for winged eyeliner, which is why I picked it. I'm not going to use the new brush. I want to use this. And I'm going to use, for my transition color, I'm going to use the Naked, which is this color right here. And I'm just going to swipe that in. Now, I have been talking about Urban Decay since 2 years ago. I was talking about how Urban Decay was getting poor reviews. You know, people didn't know what happened. This is one of my issues with makeup going viral. Okay? It's like a one-hit wonder in music. Right? Somebody creates a song, they write the lyrics, they play the music, it goes viral, it goes to the top of the charts, and then all of a sudden, that's it, you know? Or that musician will put out more albums, like their first album, like, goes viral, and then they put out other albums that are equally as good, depending on how creative they were at the time or what they're going through. And then all of a sudden it's like, it gets bad reviews. I'm not like that. I'm very loyal. And I have been loyal to Urban Decay. I have quite a few of their palettes. And I don't have them all, but I have the ones that I'm interested in. So, and right from the get-go, I've said that I loved their makeup, their eyeshadow. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with I think I'm going to go in with, what was the color that I had done? Toasted. I think I'm going to go in with Toasted. And I'm going to put that over my lid. That is a satin. Is that right? No, I'm using Dark Horse by mistake. That's okay. So I'm putting Dark Horse on my lid. Even though the transition color, I went all the way down. Oh. Now, let me just tell you something. If the formula in this blew people away in 2010, then how come subsequent palettes, the formula didn't blow people away? You have to ask yourself these questions. Okay, got to clean off my brush here because I'm now going to go into Sin, which is this color right here. Dark Horse and Sin, oh goodness. And I'm going to put that under my brow. And I remember, it was not that long ago, I remember this shimmer. Oh goodness, I got it on my finger and then I just put it on my face. I used that. I used Sin up in my other palette. I barely had any left. I loved it so much. It's pretty as a topper. It's pretty as a highlighter. And I'm going to bring that right down into my corner. And I'm going to tell you something. This eyeshadow, I would put it on in the morning to go to work. And I wore it all day. It is just such a gorgeous eyeshadow. Now I'm leaving this. I'm leaving it. I'm not going to put any shimmer on my eyelid. I'm going to go into Creep. All the names are great for Halloween. I'm going to go into Creep. We're going to save this for another time because I have an idea for that. All right. I need to wet this. Let me get my spray bottle. My nifty little miniature spray bottle. Got this for like 89 cents at Dollar General. And I'm going to just take the slanted part and go into Creep. And then I'm going to do the same thing as I did in the video the other day, except for I'm going to use this slanted liner and I'm going to stamp. See how subtle that is? If I want to make it a little darker with my eye relaxed, I can. And that's it. That's all I'm doing. Stamp it and then just kind of bring it up over my eyelashes. Relax, stamp again. This one needs a little bit more, so I'm going to brush it. And with what's left over, I'm just going to brush that under my eye. It's very subtle. As much as I like to go bold. Be bold and be beautiful, my friends. That's it. I'm going to put on some mascara. I'm going to put on some lipstick. And we're going to call it a day. I'll be right back. Okay, friends. That's it for today's video. If you get a chance, I purchased this on Amazon. Dream Radiant Liquid, Hyaluronic Acid, Collagen by Maybelline. It is gorgeous. I'm going to get in close. I want you to see. No creasing. Although these lines are minimizing using my Muse 28. Now, I'm not lying. I'm not lying. They are not as pronounced. So this is the color 75 Natural Beige, and I thought that this was going to be too dark for my skin, but look. It's not. I really, really, really like it a lot. Okay, my friends, be well, be blessed, be beautiful because you are, because there is nobody else on the planet like you. I will see you in the next video. More makeup, more fashion to show you. It's good to be back. Take care.